Prime Minister Sror Barzani, Your Excellency, Consul General, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, everybody. It's a great pleasure to welcome you here today to our session with His Excellency Prime Minister Sror Barzani to present the Kurdistan Regional Government's perspective on recent developments in Iraq and the region, and to set out the progress the government has made on our ambitious reform program. Following the Prime Minister's remarks, there will be an opportunity for you all to ask your questions or make comments. We very much value our relationships with our international partners, which is why we are so pleased to have you here with us today. Kurdistan has long played an important role in regional and international security. We have joined hands to defeat terrorism together and secure the region as refuge for people of all backgrounds. I appreciate that many of your governments have helped with humanitarian assistance, technical aid, and support to strengthen our institutions, including the Peshmerga. We are now increasingly an attractive inward investment destination and economic partner, as many of you are discovering. We are keen to build on this economic and security partnership for all our benefits. Prime Minister Barzani's international program over the past year has been focused on building the ties we need to strengthen our relationship with the outside world. So far, in 2022, he has visited the Baghdad, UAE, Qatar, Germany, Turkey, and the United Kingdom, and Switzerland, and met with many of your principals. I know he has more foreign travel later this year. Also, we have been pleased to welcome heads of states, foreign ministers, and other high-level delegations from your respective countries to the Kurdistan region. This international engagement is already bearing fruit, and it will continue to be an important priority for us. As I am sure you are all aware, and under the Prime Minister's leadership, the Kurdistan Regional Government has embarked on an ambitious reform agenda. This reform program will be transformational for Kurdistan, and the government is driving it forward with its full commitment. I am delighted that today you will all have the opportunity to hear firsthand the progress this cabinet has made. I am confident that with our commitment to reform and your cooperation, we will be able to create stronger Kurdistan. I know many of your own companies are engaged in the effort, from digital projects to capturing flared gas. I will now invite His Excellency the Prime Minister to speak, please.
Thank you, Kokreba. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I don't know if we have, I think, just one or a couple of ladies, but good morning. It's good to have you all today, and I'm very pleased and glad to once again meet with you to talk about some of the important issues for Kurdistan region and, of course, for our relationship with your respective countries. There are a few topics that I would like to talk about briefly, and then you'll also have the screen to see some of the details about what I'm talking about. The topics I'm going to cover is about Baghdad government formation, the Federal Supreme Court ruling, economic diversification, financial reform, digital services, and governance. And also, with the reform, I will briefly talk about the Peshmerga reform as well. Starting from the first topic about Baghdad government formation, as you know, finally there has been the selection of a president, and also the Prime Minister designate is tasked to form his cabinet after 1 year over the elections of last year. I hope that this is going to open new opportunities for Iraq to better function and to move forward. As you know, I'm not going to talk about the details and all the frustrations about this whole year what happened. You all know, you've been here, so you lived through it. But our expectation of this government is to fully respect the Constitution. There's been an agreement among the participant parties and sides involved in the formation of the government, which basically there are three principles that we have focused on, and that is true partnership, balance in distributing positions, and also consensus in making strategic decisions. We also have asked and expect within the next few months to have the Federal Assembly and also the hydrocarbon law and the federal court reform. In addition to many other outstanding issues that are important between us and Baghdad. We are very hopeful that with good intention we can make good progress. So let's stop it there and at that, and wish the Prime Minister and the President success in their endeavor. And of course, as we move on, we can, I'm sure we will meet and we'll discuss other topics about that. My main focus today is going to be on economy, so I will briefly also talk about the reform of the Peshmerga, thanks to many of our friends, the coalition partners, that have helped to reform the Peshmerga, and that is going forward, maybe not at the pace that we would like, but any solid, let's say, improvement and the progress in this regard is well noted, and this is what we are very hopeful that this is going to help stability and the security of the region and of Iraq as a whole. We are working closely also with the Iraqi government on better cooperation, especially in the areas where there is a security vacuum. And we are hoping that with the new government there will be additional steps taken to reinforce those empty spaces with joint forces. We do have an agreement with the federal government about having 2 brigades, joint brigades, to be located in the areas that are currently been used, and basically Daesh has the ability to maneuver and use those areas. So with deployment of these new brigades, I'm hoping that